Hey, greetings. We tried to start a few minutes ago, but we were outside and the Wi-Fi just would not connect out there. So came on back in here to make this quick live concerning the new workshops that I have and the new platform that I am using. So first things first, the new workshops will be for the solstice time. So starting on December 19th, December 20th, and then there will be two the last week in December, and then there will be one the first weekend in January. So, the first workshop that we're going to do will be a workshop that I call Becoming Fully Human. And this particular workshop is discussing some topics that I just dealt with in my Flying Monkeys video that I did here on YouTube, but it's basically giving you the tools that you need to avoid falling into any sort of traps or holding on to any sort of blockages or obstacles that you may have took on or that may have been put on you while you were in any kind of abusive situation. So this may have been a romantic relationship, may have been a friendship, could even be relationships with family members. But this workshop is created to assist you and to give you everything that you need so that you're not holding on to any of that negativity, any of those blockages, and so that you are not continuing to listen to what are called nigga minions, so that nigga minions don't continue to control your life once you're out of the relationship and once you're away from the toxic situation. That is called becoming fully human. The next workshop that I am going to do is Eros and the Greco-Roman origins of what we call falling in love. So much of what we are considering to be, or what we think is love, is actually Greco-Roman ideas around domination and submission. Has nothing to do with attaching to another person, has nothing to do with really caring for another person. And these Greco-Roman ideas have been put into our fairy tales, they've been put into our childhood stories, they've been put into our culture. And so many times when we enter into a relationship, we have expectations that are actually from a horribly destructive and toxic fantasy world, which is what Greco-Roman philosophy and thought process is. And so this workshop, Eros, and the Greco-Roman idea of falling in love will talk about and teach us how to healthily attach to someone, to how to have healthy attachments to other people, and how not to build our ideas of attachments and love, deep caring, consideration, and unconditional love, how to build these things on reality and not these horrible Greco-Roman fantasies. So that's the second one. The third one that I'm going to do is called Fake Femininity. And again, so many of our ideas about what it means to be feminine, what a feminine body looks like, how feminine people walk, how feminine people carry themselves, how feminine people speak, how feminine people interact. Our ideas about that, again, are based in Greco-Roman ideas of pederasty. And pederasty was the Greco-Roman practice of older men, quote unquote, seducing, but actually grooming and raping prepubescent boys. And so when the ways that we want our bodies to look, the ways that we want to walk, the ways that we want to talk, this idea that a woman is supposed to submit and be meek and be quiet, all of those ideas are based in the pederasty. They don't have anything to do with real femininity. They don't have anything to do with the actual divine feminine or the actual physical feminine. They have nothing to do with that. So that particular workshop is called Fake Femininity, and it will go into the Greco-Roman origins and give you an idea of how those things color our lives and how we see ourselves. And then we will go into what we can do to actually bring forth our actual divine feminine, our actual physical feminine. Everyone has feminine and masculine qualities. And there are wonderful opportunities when you sink into your feminine. There are wonderful opportunities when you sink into your masculine. So we'll talk about when are good times to do either of those and how both of those things are useful. But our focus in that workshop will be on the actual feminine, the divine feminine, coming from an African perspective as opposed to a Greco-Roman perspective. The final workshop that I'm going to do will be in January, the first weekend in January. And this workshop is going to be called African Jujuism. So I'm teaching a class this semester at the university by the same name, African Jujuism. And when I put the class on social media, you guys said that you would like to take that as a class as well. So I'm offering it now to you as a 2-day workshop. African Jujuism is going to be a course that discusses the African spiritual roots of Afrofuturism and magic realism, which are two different ways of creating art from an African spiritual perspective. So we'll talk about some literature, some of the books that we know that are in this vein, some of the movies that we know that are in this vein, and some of the actual visual art that we use that that's considered Afrofuturistic or that is considered magic realism. So I'm teaching that particular class because you guys said that you would like for me to. So those are the 4 new workshops that are available. Now, the new platform that I'm using is one called Crowdcast. And I was introduced to it by Atlanta Tantra when they had me to assist with their Listen to Black Women conference over the summer. It's a wonderful platform. It allows for so many more participants, and it allows for a lot more one-on-one participation. Very beautifully colored. It's a nice platform. So the workshops are available on Crowdcast. They are also available at my website, which is of course the same, GO2, the number B, GOT, the number 2, the letter B, OSHUN.org. Got to be Oshun.org. So the website is the same. You can get the workshops there. If you want to do weekly installments to pay for the workshops, you will have to do that on the website, and you'll just go to the plans and pricing to do that. And each workshop has its own little installment plan. You'll see it written there. If you would like to pay for them in full up front, you can do that on Crowdcast, or you can do it on the website. Either way is fine. If you do it on Crowdcast, you'll immediately get your link. If you do it on the website, then I will email the link later. However, no. And I will put the links to Crowdcast, and of course the link to my website is always automatically on the video, but I'll put the Crowdcast link in the comments of this video as well. So yeah, that's what we're offering as far as our workshops. Still, as always, I'm offering my Mary D. Logun reading, which is your spiritual consultation. This is the traditional Yoruba reading where you receive your Orisha, the Orisha that rules your head, the Orisha that assists you with fulfilling your destiny. You receive your life taboos. You receive your life Odu, which is the spiritual vehicle that brought you to the physical plane, and you receive your Yoruba name. That is with the D. Logun reading. That is one type of reading that I offer, always offered on my website. And the other type of reading that I offer, of course, is the Idele reading. The Idele reading is the reading that lets you know what part of West or Central Africa your ancestors came from. What ethnic group, some people call it tribe, what your spirit guardian animal was for your lineage, what the occupation was for your lineage, and what deity your lineage worshipped. For the type of Idele reading that I do, that I was taught to do in New African Vodun, we also tell you which Caribbean port your ancestor was taken to, and we also let you know if there is any Native American ancestry. So Native North American and also Native Caribbean ancestry. You will also get a brief history for any of these. You'll get a brief history for your ethnic group. You will get a brief history of the Native American group that you are attached to, and you will get a brief little bit of information about the deity that your ancestors worship and the occupation that they had, and you'll be given tools to do further research. So that's the Idele reading. And the other reading I offer is De Logun. So both of those are always being offered. And those are my 4 new workshops. So I wanted to let you guys know because those will be offered on the solstice. The first 20 people to sign up for the workshops on Crowdcast, will get $15 off of the price. And there is a coupon that you'll automatically be able to click on to get that. So share with like-minded individuals, share with those people that you knew were interested in taking one of my workshops, and share with anybody who was interested in getting a divination. All right, y'all know how we do ecstasy, abundance, and bliss, and all of the gifts of Oshun, but all of those within the sound of my voice who are wishing the same for me and mine. And as always, we wish the lessons of life on those who are ignorant enough to wish us otherwise. All right, peace, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day.